You're listening to this episode on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, or YouTube. Hit that subscribe button and leave us a comment. It would greatly benefit the show. Hello and welcome to Movie Beaters with the Farx brothers. I'm Kirk.
And I'm Kyle. Sometimes he goes by Kirkland.
Yeah. You're just Kyle?
Actually, Kylie?
You go by
The
Kylie.
mom saying, like, when the mom takes...
Oh, wait, this is spoilers for Leviticus.
Leviticus, which is a movie about a group of high schooler age kids in Australia being cursed by a religious cult to be attacked by the person they are... they're not being attacked by the person they're most attracted to. The mystical attack disguises itself as the person they're most attracted to.
Attracted to or a relationship with?
I think it's the person they're most attracted to. That's why this person saw this person and that person saw, like, the one kid who gets his head cut off. Like, he was attracted to the Eminem one, and then because he had the
Was his name Taylor or something?
They had names.
Yeah, name was his name for the main character.
Yeah, that's right. Name. That was one of my favorite. Like, is his fucking name?
Yeah, I heard Nate at one point too. So his name is name. All right.
Where the nuance of this for me is that one could assume because they come from, like, you know, you and I grew up separately, but we grew up with, I would categorize them as internally healthy families.
Yeah.
And then external things can happen, negative things can happen, but, like, you know, your sisters, you know, are wonderful, and I feel pretty good about so it's harder for me to put myself in the position of, what if, you know, the mom thinks she's doing the right thing by trying to help him, by bringing him to the cult leaders who, like, and everyone in the community was with them, like, okay, we gotta go here and do this thing where they light the flame twice, and okay.
Yeah, but it's the cost of losing your child, though. I mean, that's why one of the dads ran away, because he's at fault for getting his kid killed.
Well,
how do you live with yourself paying that price of him not being gay?
Well, arguably the mom thinks she's trying to, Name's mom thinks she's helping Name, but we know that she's hurting Name because we've seen the kids get, you know, murdered otherwise. So it helps me build empathy for the idea that someone, like, he still loves his mom, and he knows his mom loves him, but his mom is actively hurting him because she doesn't, you know, recognize. You know what? Maybe there's an identity thing that I could anyone could kind of graft on, is like, if your identity wasn't accepted, like something core to you that you don't control, like who you're attracted to, how would people not understanding that affect you? And what if it was used to hurt you?
Yeah, and your own mother doesn't understand that you're hurting from this. That's crazy. Like,
yeah, well, I mean, there's probably things like we've each run into where, like, I know the limitations of adopted mama Farx and the other one, and but specifically not being biologically related, I think there is.
Yeah, but
these don't line up, you know.
Yeah, but they still chose you. You know, they still chose to adopt you. They loved you enough to, you know.
They had to go through the process, get vetted, all of those things. Yes, adoption's a beautiful thing. Anyways.
Well, we were talking about condemnation. Like, the cult leader and his mom get off with it pretty well. I mean, they get to live their lives. There should be some kind of punishment that they receive, not these two kids who have to stick together forever.
So that's what I like. Again, I'm not here to talk. Like, I don't feel I'm an authority on queer cinema. I am aware, though, that it seems like a lot of movies end in tragedy. Like, I saw the TV Glow ends in it's kind of a horror movie, but has like ends in a negative place. I really appreciated that this movie didn't do that to them. It left
you don't
them
think that's horrific?
No,
or a bad ending?
Well, it didn't. I compared it to Sofia Coppola's Marie Antoinette. I'll borrow it to you. Because in reality, we know Marie Antoinette's head was cut off. That's the start of Napoleon, the movie Napoleon, not and to not leave us in the place where they were hurt, and like, no, I'm rooting for these guys didn't do anything to deserve this. I'm rooting for them to get away. The movie leaves them in the place where they got away. I like that.
It's not a very happy getaway, though. You have to stick together forever, almost. Because they're the only two who understand what they're going through. And they have to stay together. Even what happens if they don't love each other anymore after all this?
Well, and it goes somewhere into the rural, urban... I mean, like, you get bonded to people through...
Trauma?
Yeah. There's a lot of trauma bonding.
That's going to be forever?
Also, I don't know. People change every 7 years. Like, supposedly you slough off all your skin, and every cell in your body is different every 7 to 8 years or something like that. I don't know.
I've heard about it.
But, like, you're not in some way, you don't see it as somewhat happy that, sure, the thing is still out there. The thing's always going to be out there. The mom says there's always going to be people in the world that are hateful. There are always going to be people that are bigoted. How that bigotry, rears its ugly head, how hate rears its ugly head, I don't know.
Yeah, but it feels like a false victory. Like, I have to stay with this person forever. But even if I fall in love with someone else, am I going to have to stay with them forever too?
Well, we can try to dissect the metaphor, I guess, because it's like they're safe if they're around people. The thing can't get them because then they know, that's...
Well, they're choosing to stick together because they will know if one of them's real or not, right? Isn't that why they want to stick together? Because it also helps them, if you're with somebody, it helps you because then you're not going to get attacked. And then you also know that this isn't a fake person who looks just like the person I'm with.
The false victory was when he locked the thing up
and burned it.
And it's like, oh no, was that the real guy? And it's got like the hell imagery. And I like that it had a weakness, and it was fire. Yeah. And it's like hell metaphor right there, I
mean, that's also a victory in itself. I mean, it's what it's weak to, so you could just carry a lighter wherever you go. Whenever you're alone.
I would watch Leviticus 2 called Deuteronomy. They should make Deuteronomy but spell it dude. Where like now they're like kitted up. They've got flames with them and they know how to find people, so they're never, because like that's I know it in the past I've tried to argue, well, it's just because you're rural doesn't mean you're, but they like is the metaphor, hey, like the cities and the metropolitan areas are a little more accepting because there's just more people, so we're used to variety. Yeah.
I don't know. Again, it's depressing to go your whole life living like that. It's not a great ending. It's not a bad ending, but...
I like that they weren't dead. Like, usually horror movies end, like the final girl gets away. No, they both got away in this one. And then the final girl always has, like, one last before they... But that's in, like, a slasher where you don't care as much. I don't even know what you call this. Is this... It's not exactly a haunting movie.
No, well, only one person dies.
You see a lot of violence.
You see a lot of violence, but, I mean, I guess it's a good thing we don't see a lot of gay people dying. That's for a good thing. We don't want to see enough of that. Yeah.
Like, it's kind of like when they, with other minorities, like, hey, let's show the awful things that happen to this minority group over and over again. We don't need that. Like, this is, I'm sure there are people, this is the kind of thing where the show makes me uncomfortable because it's like, oh, if we're going to talk about Leviticus, we're just talking about it because you and I saw it yesterday and we had extra time after something else. But like, oh, if we were doing this as a real, like, put all the effort in episode, what do we have to find someone that's gay to, like, or Australian?
Talk about it?
Yeah, like, I would feel uncomfortable, like, going, hey, we got to get a gay guest because of this. I would rather just get a horror, someone who's into horror movies who probably has thoughts on this one.
Well, I mean, if you can't, you shouldn't show imagery of killing a lot of gays. Maybe you show a lot more of scaring them. I mean, I feel like there was only one night where he's kind of getting scared and he goes to sleep on the ground with his mom and he's safe. There should be more. I guess like it's boring then, right? Seeing it over and over again if you're always scared and.
I was never bored in this movie, and it always looked good.
I
don't understand like this dopamine hit of like fear you're looking for.
No, I'm not looking for dopamine hit.
Hurt the gays. No, I'm not. Hurt the gays. Remember when Kirk named Farx said that?
Look, also, I can't speak on the experience, but I would like to see
you wanna?
more. No.
Sorry, I didn't mean to
All
throw you
right.
off.
Cut the
Thinking it.
cameras. Cut the cameras. We'll start making out
Keep
right
the
now.
cameras on, audience.
So, like, I get this is why I need more horror because I was more scared of the regular people, the normal people in his lives, than an actual demon coming after him
Uh-huh.
and trying to kill him.
Isn't that the point, Kirk?
Yeah, but this is like a horror movie. I get like then maybe the metaphor is way too on the nose. Don't you
It's
think?
kind of like a Guillermo del Toro movie where like the monsters are not the real
Yeah.
evil
It's the
people.
people in our
evil-
lives.
Yeah, it's the evil people that are
Alright,
evil and scary. But I like that. I usually like when Guillermo does that. I liked it when this movie did. And
So maybe this is like the opposite of like Disclosure Day. You think Disclosure Day wasn't realistic enough. I feel like this was a little too real. We should be more scared of the monster, not the actual people in our lives.
The reason I like that is and tell me if you disagree with this is that I think it could help people who are. I don't think of either of us as bigoted. We're just ignorant of the experience.
Yeah.
But there are people who are more bigoted than us that might. You don't beat that by like going, "You're wrong." You make them feel bad, and you make them see like they're like you make bigoted people feel like the people they're being bigoted against are of equal value to them and are worthy of love, respect, and all of these things. And how do you do that? I think a movie is a great way. That's why people look at movies as empathy machines.
Yeah, I can see that. Making the actual people more horrific than the demon that's coming after you. But I don't know if I could give people enough credit to learn the right lesson, as you can say. Like, are people really going to take that away, or are they going to...
I love when we have like
yeah.
extended debates, and I can't tell how pissed you are at me.
No,
like,
I'm not pissed
in
at
text.
you.
No, no,
Oh, in
not,
text, yeah.
Yeah, in text you're sometimes mad at me. I could tell.
Yeah.
I don't think you're actually. I don't think you're mad at me. I imagine you're in the middle of other stuff, and that's why we should call each other instead of text more.
Yeah, but it's
So I
always...
tried to call you guys the other day when I was driving home from the Leviticus.
Yeah, and I was supposed to
"That was
drive
great."
too.
Well, yeah,
During that terrible rainstorm. Yeah.
We can't text when we're driving, so we could call.
Yeah, but it's also hard to put into words like right away about our ongoing debate in that group chat. That's the long debate.
I don't even remember what we were debating to start with. Oh, now I
Yeah.
do. Yeah, sure. Okay. It's not related to Leviticus. Don't
Yeah,
worry.
it's
I'm sure it'll come out in other ways. But like, I don't think Leviticus is going to do big numbers because it did like 4 million the first weekend, and it's at best it's going to top out at like 10. It'll probably do less than Bring Her Back.
Yeah, but I mean, it doesn't look like a movie that spent a crap ton either. So you don't actually see the demon. It's just always taking a form of somebody else.
I think it made my top, like, right now, this is sitting in my top 10, I believe. Maybe not top 10. Yeah, I'm trying to think, like, all the other horror movies this year that are, like, higher up.
Oh, you do it by genre, too?
I don't, but, like, I think about it. Like, 28 years later, Bone Temple is more to my taste because of, like, I hadn't seen a zombie talk like that before or, like, do that kind of, like, I hadn't seen a movie from the zombie's perspective in that way before, so I was really into that. And, yeah, it's a good year. We always get good horror movies.
Yeah, it's a good year for horror movies. I mean, you got, like, Obsession, Backroom.
Oh, yeah.
There's another one I don't recall.
Yeah, like, this, for people that are like, well, Backrooms is too esoteric for me to understand. I don't get the ending. And what is that trying to say? It was a cop-out. Like, I would be curious, like, how people who aren't into Backrooms but are into Obsession, how they would look at this one. You know what I mean? Because I think if you like Obsession, like, don't you think if you like Obsession, you would kind of like this movie, but this is a little more indie than Obsession?
This one had less plot holes, I want to say, than Obsession. Because, okay, to go back on Obsession, I still don't get why she poops on the floor. Like, why did she take a shit on the floor?
She just stopped.
But that doesn't match with the wish. So the wish is, hey, I want you to be obsessed with me or be in love with me more than anybody else. Doesn't mean take a shit on my floor.
It's because she can't take care of herself because all of her functions are going to...
Yeah, but then wouldn't you think like, hey, if I shit on the floor, or I feed you my cat, your cat, you're gonna love me less? So wouldn't you do that? You wouldn't do that, right? I mean, like, why? Why would you do
I
that?
think the wish is, it's kind of like AI. If you don't like think through all the things you need to tell it,
the
it will
nuance.
give you bad results. That's the whole
Yeah.
thing with the like, was it monkey paw? You know,
Yeah, the monkey paw curse wish kind of thing.
Yeah.
You have to be very specific.
otherwise you get F.
It's like a cop out though. Like you have to be so specific to get your
Would
wish.
you rank Leviticus over Obsession in your?
No, I still like
2026?
Obsession a lot more than Leviticus.
Why?
I think it's
Because you're a homophobe.
yeah. No, I think it's a lot. It had a lot more horror.
That's fine.
Unnecessarily, sure. I think it's unnecessary horror, but yeah, I liked it a lot more.
Obsession's moved up every time I've watched it on my list. So there's that. I'd be curious. I want to see Leviticus again. And I was excited yesterday in the middle of a debate, like, "Hey, you want to go see Leviticus? Yeah, let's go see it."
Yeah.
Now we have, and I look forward to Movie Man T giving us all his thoughts.
Yeah, you're seeing it tonight, right?
Oh, hey, Movie Man T, when
Yeah.
you see this, which we know you listen to every episode, let us know.
Yeah, well, that's what you think. Yeah, I think that's a great place to end it. Do you have any last thoughts on Leviticus?
Let's see. Gays, Christians, who should I like? None of the gays should be happy with me. None of the Christians should be happy with what I said. As long as I can piss everyone off, I'm doing the right thing.
But I would say it's a little light on the Bible. They don't quote a lot of the Bible stuff. I mean, there's obviously they quote like the devil and burning in hell, and you know you will be punished if you are gay or whatever. There's not a lot of actual what's the word? Verses? Yeah, from the Bible. that they
This
use in
isn't
the movie.
Pride Night at a baseball game, and I'm having my free speech, which is equal to other people's free speech. I think if you want to kneel, kneel. If you want to put Bible verses on your hat, put Bible verses on your hat. This is stupid. You guys are playing a game. Just go do that.
Yeah, sure. I don't know. There's nuances there. We're not gonna debate it here. I
I
don't
was
think.
going to let you end it.
Yeah,
Sorry.
that's why I didn't debate it any further. What was that? A kiss?
It's funny to do that. You know, I do that anyways at people. You've seen me.
Yeah. No, other people.
Mostly my family. You're right.
Yeah, not strangers. But
Your family.
catch you guys. What?
Your family. You're my brother.
Yeah, we are. We're brothers. Catch you next time. Thank you for listening. For more JK Productions, find us on Instagram at JK Productions Team and on Facebook, JK Productions MN.